Hello and welcome back to Echoes of the Plum Grove. So it is day 4, it's 8 AM and today I have a wedding to attend. So thank you so much to everyone that watched the last 2 videos. I'm really pleased that quite a few people watched those last 2 videos, and in fact I did have one person say, I believe their name was Amber Tucker, they said that they also purchased this game and they've been enjoying it as well. So I am really pleased about that. I just want a lot of people to enjoy this game as much as I have been enjoying it. So I have done a lot of the tutorial stuff now, so I think I should be able to just play the game and see where we end up with Annie here. So I'm just going to plant these seeds, and then I suppose I'm going to find some people to talk to, because yeah, I believe there are 5 single NPCs potentials for me to marry. However, I need to speak to them, increase our friendship. I also need to give them some gifts if possible, and to do that I'm going to need a few things. So let's have a look and see what I can make on my workbench first. So I don't want to be too late for this wedding. I would actually like this preserve jar, but it's 10 nails. Okay, I didn't realise it was so expensive, as well as 15 stone, but I'm almost there, so I will have to buy some more nails there. I could create myself a chest already, and also I would like a well, but that is also a lot more stone, so I'll hold off on the chest for now, since that also costs me nails. I do think this if you stand here for too long, time still continues to go by, so if I leave it for a moment, no, maybe it's not. I do believe that is the case with the cooking menu. So don't waste your time of the day staring in a menu, or you will actually run out of time. And that was a little bit of tutorial there, sorry about that. Maybe I can't quite kick the habit, but let's try. So there is also just a lot of stuff that I don't know about this game, so we'll have to discover them as we go along. So I did see that the last 2, I did read online somewhere about NPCs not marrying if they're like high enough friendship value, but I actually think if it's the last pair of unmarried NPCs won't marry. If that's correct, it might just be a rumour, but yeah, we'll find out. So there's still 5 people. I believe Jacob Ryle is one of them. So yeah, he's a potential partner. I also have all this fish that I need to sell, so I will just sort of palm them off to him. I believe the perch is what I need, so I'm going to keep hold of that. And I think I'll sell a few of my turnips, but let's just leave a couple, like 6. Okay, and that gives me 200 gold, so that's an awful lot. And there we go. Let's see who else we can talk to. Oh, here's someone. It's Walter Hull. So there's also a few people that I don't know, so I'm hoping that maybe at this wedding I can talk to everyone that I see and introduce myself to the few NPCs that I've yet to meet. I think there's a few children as well, so I'm going to pop to the school and see if they happen to be there. Oh, and before that, there's someone here. It's Edwin Chesney. So let's see what he has to say. The cave in the forest has been closed for a long time. You can't enter without a lantern anyway. And he also says Temperance Cromp knits her own socks sometimes. Isn't that interesting? Mildly at most, honestly. I also don't know anyone from this area, so let's just grab that and let's sort of barge into their house and see if anyone's at home. Oh, and hello, Mabel Chesney, welcome to Honeywood. I'm Mabel Chesney, so this is someone that I don't know, and I believe they are honey makers or beekeepers, and they don't have anything for sale right now, but you can tell by the interior of their home that they're very sort of like yellow honey. They have all this honey stuff back here. I wish my home could look this lovely. Unfortunately, I live in a bit of a shack. I'm also quite hungry, so I might want to see what food I have on me. I don't really have anything. Well, I could eat these journey cakes, I suppose. It's better than nothing. So I'm still hungry though. It's almost time for the wedding, so I should probably just pop in here, say hello to everyone in case there's anyone new. And here is Ruth Edwards. I haven't met you before. I'm Ruth Edwards, so that is at least one new character. And Verity here is the last person, so I think it's time for me to head to this wedding. So here we are in town. Not everyone attends a wedding, but I believe like a vast majority do. Hello. This is Penelope Lloyd. So there was a Lloyd getting married. So I believe Kat and Martha got married. So Martha Lloyd. And I believe tomorrow Bridget Lloyd gets married. Oh, everyone's piling into the wedding. I'm going to be late. Never mind. Hopefully they won't notice me. Can you hear the bells ringing? Oh no. I shouldn't have stopped to talk to Penelope. Alright, I'm just going to tuck in the back here. So this is Jack Watt and Lewis Johns, I believe. Anyway, as I was saying, so Kat and Martha got married yesterday, and I was really confused because both have children. So I believe Kat has 2, Martha has 1. However, a family can only hold 4 people at most. So with there being 5, I had a quick look in the menu here, the village option. So here is Martha Lloyd with her 2 daughters. However, one is a child. So Bridget's actually getting married tomorrow. And here is Kat down here, and she has 2. So they both live at the Sleeping Siren Inn. As you can see, that's the last bottom text there. And I believe both Kat's children do also live with them, but Martha's has been kicked out, so poor Penelope there no longer lives with Martha Lloyd. She is now a carpenter with the Watt brothers, and she lives there with the 2 grown men, which is kind of sad. I don't know, if that means she's still part of their family technically. Oh, the two grooms, that's lovely. So they're about to walk down the aisle now. And I'm going to run around and try to speak to everyone, because I'm sure there's a few people that I don't know here. So they go, and off I go. So this is Martha, whom got married yesterday, and she's got a very bad habit of tapping her foot, doesn't she? And she sells food. So honestly, it might be a good idea to buy something. Just a bread will do, just so that I have some real food. I have money now to afford it. I also see that giving gifts, I think it was like over 50 is generally like a good way of getting friendships. So I am tempted to buy like a plum tart or something, just to give as a gift to someone. It is very expensive, but it might be worthwhile, so I'll buy one with the intention of giving that to one of my prospective partners to be, spouses. Right, time to keep talking to people. So here's someone new, Clementine Hull. Annie Stargazy, right? The new farmer out east. I'm Clementine Hull, and I'm a hunter. And it appears that Clementine is married to Walter. And here's someone new also, Agnes Bailey. Well, isn't it the new farmer? I was wondering when we'll cross paths. I'm Agnes Bailey. And she says, all it takes is a little kindness to brighten someone's day. And I've also found Roland Smith back here. You can't quite see him in the melee of people, but I can turn in my quest here. And there is my my lantern oil. He also has a new quest for me immediately, so I'll accept that. And it's for me to gather him some iron ore, and he'll give me the blueprints for a butter churn, so I'll accept that. So I probably will delve into the mines once again. I do need something repaired, so this is quite low. This hoe, hopefully I won't need it for the next day, so I'll give that to him and I'll receive it in the morning. And here is Isabella Whitfield. So I believe her wedding is tomorrow to Bridget Lloyd. I've actually not met her though, so happy to see a new face around here. I'm Isabella Whitfield, pleasure to meet you. And she says, some people think journey cakes are just a survival meal, but I'll eat them any day of the week, so that's quite nice. And right here is William Watt. So he was mentioned as probably maybe the most attractive spouse of mine, so perhaps I will try to marry William Watt here. I did marry Roland in my own playthrough, however I am very bad at not gendering the non-binary people, so I must apologise, because I will slip up quite often and call them a he quite a lot. That's just me. I I actually don't know anyone that's non-binary, and so I'm really not used to it. So I know it's a terrible excuse, but I'm just forgetful. I'm really sorry about that. So I'll read what William Watt has to say here. I reckon you could make a pretty penny if you scavenge some rare ingredients and sell them to folks around town. And he also says, I have always wanted to see a mermaid. Do you think they're real? And I think I'll give him a gift here, and I'll give him these candied cherries. Or should I give him this, because this only has 4 days. Hopefully he'll like it. I'll give him this plum tart, because this only lasts 4 days, whereas I didn't realise the candy here lasts 13, so that's quite a long time. So I'll go ahead and give that to them. It's very nice of you to give me this, Annie Stargazy. So that's a good enough response there. Honestly, I'd really like the upgraded home, because our farmhouse is really sad, and yeah, inviting someone to live there is also equally sad. But look at everything that I need, plus I need 1,700 gold, which is an awful lot, but I suppose we will get there eventually. Hopefully whomever I do propose to doesn't mind living in a little bit of a sad little home for a while until I am able to upgrade it. And this is Judith Johns, and I'm pretty sure I have met them before. So while I'm here, I might as well talk to the mayor as well. So he says, howdy Annie Stargazy, I was hoping I'd run into you. And he's given me some advice here. He says, you don't always need a partner to dance, you know, you can do it by yourself too, you should try it. So maybe he's sensing me panicking a little bit over my potential spouse here. So I am attending 3 weddings in a row. I'm sure Annie would start to feel a little bit concerned. So I don't really want to walk around quite like that though. So let's just keep it neutral. So yeah, I do have some quests to do still, so let's check the board here. And someone would like some turnip soup in reward for a hat. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I even have the ingredients for it. And this person wants a pawpaw for a herb garden blueprint. Now that's only one. Oh, if I'm lucky enough to find one, that could be a really good trade. So I'll accept that, but who knows if I will actually find one. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly check my my tab here. So I'm going to go through the villagers and see whom I haven't met. So they'll be right at the bottom. So I'm yet to meet the butcher here, a female butcher, as well as another butcher. So maybe I need to go to the butcher shop. And the last person is a witch. So I have not mentioned this yet, but there is a witch here in Honeywood, and they will be part of the main storyline. So I don't want to spoil it too much, but there is going to be some potions in this game, and I'm very much looking forward to playing with them. So into the butcher shop, and here are probably the 2 people that I don't yet know. So this is Gigi Johns. You're Annie Stargazy. Good, I'm Gigi Johns. Just to be clear, we have high standards around here. Okay, that's nice, I suppose. You're from the mainland, right? Ever had kidney pie? Well, maybe Annie has, I'm not sure. This is Lewis Johns. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Lewis Johns, and I'm the butcher. So, Lewis was the groom today, I believe. He got married. So, yeah, let's see what else he has to say. Ever tried beef tongue, Annie Stargazy? It tastes like it sounds. It doesn't sound good. Honestly, that doesn't sound good at all. Maybe that's nice. I don't think you have any for sale though. You just have generic meat plus a little bit of tallow and some cooking oil. None of which I think I need. So I'm gonna just head on out of here. I also love the sort of footprints on this this rug. It's just a nice little attention to detail. Okay, and as I'm running out of my day, I guess I will venture into the woods back here. I'm gonna have a look around for those things. Oh, Temperance had a quest. Did you see that? I guess I'm gonna get distracted, jump in here and see what she has to say. Honeywood has gotten so darn crowded lately. You know, it could have been worse. If I'd made it here with my entire ship of people. You know, I don't know. It's quite sad. and she would like me to be a real man and insult 20 villagers. I'm just gonna reject this. She won't mind me rejecting it. She'll be happy enough that I have actually spoken to her. Yeah. It's not worth it, I don't think, to make everyone upset. It's not worth it. Oh, I can afford my inoculation. Just about, mind you. Let's see how much money I have. 344. I mean, it could save me though. So maybe it's worth it. 200 gold. Sure. That will save me from the smallpox, just in case it comes to town early. At least I have a insurance there. So he says, apparently some trees produce wood that's less suitable for furniture. That's what Jack Watt told me. And he also says, on sunny days like today, I love to sit by the pier and watch the seagulls fly by. So that's quite nice. And I have nothing else to do here, so I'm going to head on into the woods. And we have someone here, so let's see who they are. They are Kat Hopkins. So that's the lady who got married yesterday. Since they already have 2 children in their home, I can't imagine they'll be having any more. I could do some fishing here. However, I think I'll just pop into the mines here and do a little bit of mining. So I might do a little bit of that. Kind of off camera because it is quite a long walk. And there's someone down here with me, and it's Jack Watt. So let's say hello to him. And he says Edwin Chesney's farm is always so neatly organised, it's impressive. Okay, and that's my first mining spot completed. And that's my second. And this is the last one. My mining pickaxe is getting a bit damaged here. Oh, and I've just ran into Old Man Rickett in the dark. That was a bit of a surprise because he's not got a lantern or anything, so I did actually just kind of bump into him. And he says, am I lonely? Hardly. I am surrounded by so much, you just need to listen. Okay. Okay. I love where I live. I sometimes miss the forest, but Mother Nature had other plans. Fair enough, sir. Until next time, off you go. And I am out of the mines. I believe I got enough iron ore. So if I look at the village, the map, sorry. Oh, I can see Roland's here. So I might be able to catch him before he goes home and actually give him this quest iron. So let's see if I can do that. And I followed him all the way into the sleeping, is it Sleeping Siren Inn, something like that. So here, I said here again, here they are, and here is the quest. Maybe I am gonna have to give up marrying Roland because I don't know if I can not say the wrong the wrong thing all the time. So I am really sorry about that. It's just a slip of the tongue. I can't help it, and I know it's terrible, but I find it really difficult myself. Anyway, I think I'll buy a couple more nails off them. Just again, it's something that I need. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, if I should sell this perch, because I don't know if it's going to go rotten. So I might do that. It's unfortunate because I do need it for the quest, but I'm going to hope I find more tomorrow instead. So it is easier when you do have the fridge, since you don't have to worry about items going rotten like that. Anyway, let's read this recipe. And I suppose I should head home. And here I am. I did go through the forest hoping that I might find a pawpaw, but unfortunately I did not. I did, however, get a few more items here. I don't think I can make any more food, unfortunately, but I got some of these plants that I can hopefully sell. Something has gone rotten here, but that's okay. I'll use that as fertilizer later on when I can do that. So not to worry, there's use for that as well. Okay, and here is my food. So let's go ahead and eat that before bed, and I'll meet you in the morning. And I have leveled up my farming skill and my social skill. So that's great. Those are 2 items that I will want to make when I can afford them anyway. And it looks like my fish has dried here, which is fantastic. So I've got an early breakfast, and of course that is an awful lot more filling than some of the things I have been eating. I don't have anything to put on the... Oh, I do. I can put this turnip on here. and hopefully I can eat that tomorrow. So let's go and see my my mailbox. And there's no wedding invitation today. It's simply my tool has come back, my hoe. So it's very dark. I'm going to go ahead, water all my plants, and I'll see you back when I've done that. So my plants have been watered. It's getting light very slowly, and I'm going to take the opportunity to clear up a little bit around my farm because it's actually quite early in the morning. And it is 9 a.m, so I think that's about time for me to start wandering off and speaking to people. Actually, I just realised I didn't replant some seeds, so I'm going to quickly do that first. Okay, and there we go. So I also gathered a whole bunch of hay there. So once again, I'm going to go and see if I can sell these. That's a bit of a strange walk you're doing there, madam. Sort of like the backwards walking. Hello, Mary Whitfield. Oh, hello. Can you come back later? I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Okay, mermaids can't possibly exist. If they did, we would have found them already. So she seems a little bit standoffish, but that's all right. And over here we have another quest. So let's see what William has to say. Let's see what he would like first. So he would like 2 bread in exchange for 29 gold and a stone fence blueprint. Now I know I can purchase this, so I might accept it. I don't know if actually completing quests increases your friendship. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I know that nothing happens if you don't do it though, so there is no penalty. So I'm just going to speak to him and see what he has to say first. He says, crocus flowers bloom in the spring, isn't it a lovely sight? And he also says, so what's the latest? I don't mind listening to your ramblings, Annie. So that's quite nice. I can't give another gift, unfortunately, so I won't be doing that. However, I can trade with him, so I'll see if he'd like to purchase any of my random plants here, as well as all the hay that I have. And it's straw, sorry. However, that does give me another 228 gold, which is fantastic because I was quite low on money. Anyway, I have time, so I'm going to look for that pawpaw in the forest. I'm not sure if I should be calling it forest or woods. Sorry, I'm sure I will interchange quite often about that. Either way though, it's going to be me going through here, grabbing what I can find, and then getting to the town. Unfortunately, no luck with the pawpaw. However, I did get a few ingredients so I can make myself some more survival salads. I'm also following old man Rickett here, who I assume is going to attend this wedding as well. So it looks like he's coming out of the cave just to attend this wedding. So I'm going to go ahead and say hello to him. And he says, I'll never leave my stump house, ever. So that's quite interesting. I do like how he has, how he has this almost like the Mayor Quentin's hairstyle, but it's dishevelled, and his clothes also are very unique. It's very unique to him. Anyway, it seems quite early, but he wants to get there early. Once again, I'm going to ambush everyone outside this the courthouse here, and try to talk to everyone and increase my my social skill. I can see Temperance here has a quest for me, and let's see what she has to say. Once again, I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to reject that once again. I didn't realise she would insist so much. I'm just going to talk to her once more and see what who is this behind me. Is this Tom O'Dell? Oh, I'm talking to Temperance. It is Tom O'Dell. So, what does he have to say? He would also like some bread, but in return he'll give me a hat and 28. So, I've got 4 days to do that, so I will accept that as well. Let's see what he has to say. He says, have you ever seen Madeline Hutton when she's in class with the kids? She's very calm, and I believe that is the child. Right, anyone else? Who's up next? I spoke to you already, Mary. Let's talk to Agnes instead. And then Bridget, and so on and so forth as they queue up like this. So I'll meet you back when I'm done. And Edwin here is the last of this little group, and they're coming from the other side as well, but I won't be able to catch them. Oh, and who's this? This is Astra Voston. If mermaids were real, I think they would treat them like regular humans. And she also says, whenever I eat eggs and cheese for breakfast, it fills me with energy for the rest of the day. So I believe that is the last person that I needed to meet. And that means they are the witch. So I'll have a look in a moment and I'll show you them in the village tab. And while I'm speaking to you, Roland, do you mind repairing my scythe here, because I did do quite a bit of damage to it. So I can also see what you've got for trade. I would very much love these upgraded versions. So, or I could perhaps buy one of those if I sell these. And what else have I got to sell? Not much, honestly. I could sell my turnips. I could sell a couple, and that gives me 54 gold. It's not an awful lot. What would I like in return though? It might be a little bit early, but I think I'll go for a stone pickaxe upgrade and just directly sell him my old pickaxe. Be careful, you can accidentally sell them your tools that you're using, and then you'll have to purchase them once again from him for a lot more than what you'll actually sell it for. So I'll go ahead and buy that sort of upgraded pickaxe there and head on into this wedding. And everyone's gathering, so I'll take my place at the back here and speak to everyone who does run in after. And the sort of runway is down, so I'll get out of the way and tuck myself at the back here as everyone at the top there takes their places in the stands. And Quentin marries Bridget Lloyd to Isabella Whitfield. So Isabella is the mayor's daughter, and so you'll see that the mayor's family are on the side in the front row. So that is his wife and their son. So the mother of the bride and the brother of the bride. And on the other side there is the Lloyd family. So that is Penelope and Martha, I believe. The redhead is Penelope, and that there is Martha sitting next to her. So yeah, I can see they're having a little kiss. They're going to make their way down. I'm actually going to talk to Rose over here, this redhead. So I know she's going to be upset that I'm well, she's not actually going to be upset because she's then going to talk about mermaids. So this is also a potential partner of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and just sort of like slide her a gift of some cherries, some candy here, and yeah, she's quite happy about that. I wasn't expecting a gift, and certainly not something as nice as this. Thank you, Annie Stargazy. Fare thee well. So back to the wedding, and down the aisle they go. And they're done. So that was lovely. Hopefully I've managed to talk to almost everyone here. There's a few I'm sure that I did manage to miss out on. However, I do like to try and talk to as many people as I can to increase my my social skills. So I did speak to Matthew Bailey. I did. I'm just gonna delve into this crowd and see whom else I can speak to. And the last one here is Edward Bailey that I haven't spoken to. And of course there's Quentin, so of course let's say hello to him as well. Okay, and with that out of the way, let's check my village tab once again. You can see my my relationships are slowly going up. Roland is certainly the most in the lead. I don't know if that's simply because I did his quests and so they're going up. I'm yet to see this Odell child, so I'm looking forward to that. And let's see, William Watt's going up quite a bit. That's good. Jacob Ryle a little bit there. And the newest is Astra Vosin or Vosin. I'm not quite sure how to say it, but that is the witch, and all I know about her is that she's kind and she enjoys stargazing. So I suppose we had quite a meaningful conversation. Anyway, I'm going to try and find Rose. And here she is, Rose Swain. So she's a romantic drunkard, so at least that's something. She likes fishing and dancing. So once again, that is she is also an option. So yeah, our relationships are coming along quite nicely. Quest-wise, I have a couple days to gather these breads. So I might head straight to the bakery now and see if I can find one. And then I suppose I'm going to try and catch another perch. So, to the bakery. And it's closed. Never mind, not to the bakery. Who is the baker? Martha Lloyd is. So if I can find her, she might be able to sell me some bread. I could also try in the inn because they also sell some bread sometimes. So I'll look around and see what I can find. And I've just seen Kat here, but unfortunately she doesn't have any bread for me, so that's a shame. Maybe I'll encounter Martha Lloyd as I'm walking around. If not, never mind. We still have several days to complete that task, so I'm not too worried about it. In fact, what I think I'll do is I'll probably stay here on the bridge fishing and then hope that she happens to walk past me. Well, Wilbur, I completely regret speaking to you because now you're taking up the whole bridge and I can't fish. Maybe I'll have to go onto the bank instead. Can I fish from here? No, everyone wants to talk to me. Fine, Wilbur, you're going to have the whole bridge to yourself. Okay, and I've just seen Bridget Lloyd run across the bridge, and she does work at the bakery and she has bread. So there are 2 breads. You can see the different star values. There is a bronze and a silver and a gold here of this flour, and they have different prices. So it doesn't matter, I don't think, what value I get this. I'm going to go for the cheapest. I think it doesn't really matter for the quest anyway. And I'm also going to go ahead and sell the fish that I've caught, since these aren't the fish that I'm looking for. So that is fantastic. That helps me. I don't suppose they'll be still about, but I'll check the map anyway. And I can see both are in their homes. The Odell clothing store, I imagine I'll be locked out of entering both. I will just check the Odell's clothing store, see if I can actually interrupt him in his home, and if I can't, I'll assume the same with the carpenters. So let's see. Nope, I can't do that. That is a shame. I still have these fish to look for, so I guess I'll keep trying. If Wilbur here will let me anyway. Let's see. Yep, okay, now I can do so. And I suppose I'll have to go to the next day. And as it just so happens, Tom Odell came out of his home, so I'm just going to go ahead, turn in that quest. And I have a new hat and also some gold there. So that's fantastic. I should also sell him some of the fish that I've caught. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem that I've caught any of the ones that I do want. I have caught an awful lot of like seaweed and boots, so I don't know if that is just simply a skill issue. So maybe it'll be a little bit easier to catch more fish later on. But for now, I'll sell him these things, and I might as well browse to see what else he has for sale. And honestly, not too much. He has the same clothes that I'm wearing in a different colour. He did give me a new hat, so that is something. I believe it was one of these two. Do I have it on me actually? Yes, it's the first one. I could wear that, I might do so. There's nothing else I want. So if you purchase one of these hairstyles, it will disappear. You don't actually get to carry it around like it's a inventory piece. Instead, it goes into sort of the tailor shop, and next time when you go there, you'll have that hairstyle available. So if you're wondering where your hair went when you purchased it from like Tom Odell here, that's where it's gone. Anyway, I think I'll go home since it's very late and it's very dark. And yeah, I'm glad that I managed to do one of those quests. So I'll meet you back home. And here I am in my little home. Straight away I'm quite hungry, so I'm going to make some survival salads. Luckily I can make at least 2, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's eat one straight away. So where was it? Here it is. Okay, hopefully this turnip will be ready for me in the morning, and that way I can have something more substantial to eat. I did catch a lot of these old shoes. You can just throw them away. I have been throwing them away as I go. They don't do anything, so they have no real use. This algae will rot after a while and become this rot here that you can use as compost, so at least that does have a use. Let's try my hat on. So to do that, I'll go onto the family tab, click on this and find it. So it's over here, and there we go. So Annie has a nice little hat on. Yeah, why not? It's something new, it's something different, so it feels like it's a slight upgrade. Anyway, it's time for bed, and I should probably say goodbye. So let's just quickly save, as I like to save the night before, and jump into bed. And I've upgraded my foraging skill, so that's great. And it appears that is it. I woke up to a loud noise outside. So here we go. This is the main quest. It is midnight. I've had a little bit of sleep, but not an awful lot. I am going to just show you what's going on out here. But who is that I see? Is that the ghost of Timothy Tweed? However, I am going to leave that today. We're going to have to find out about the ghost of Timothy Tweed next time. Luna died! Oh no! I barely got to meet her. She died so quickly. And unfortunately, we're going to be going to our first funeral the next day. So next time, watch me again for the mystery of Timothy Tweed, who I'm going to follow, and also we'll go to our first funeral, the funeral of Luna. So that's very upsetting. It's very unfortunate. She's the woman who saved us in the first place. Right, I'm going to save here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time if you care to join me anyway. So thank you so much. I hope you liked it. And remember, MumsyWord. Goodbye.